What is going on YouTube? Slushbox here, and we're going to do a quick tutorial today on how to use NSUserDefaults in Xcode Swift. So before we begin, let me show you what we're going to accomplish today. So it's going to ask for your name, and we're just going to go and enter in a simple name. We'll just type in Alex, if I can spell it right there. We'll hit save, and then down at the bottom here, it'll update live, and it'll say my name is Alex. And you can just, I mean, honestly, there's no filter, so you can type in whatever you want and it'll update down at the bottom there. Alright, so let's get started here. First thing you want to do is go to Xcode, go ahead and go to the top where it says File, and then create a new project. I'm already on it right now. You can go and hit Single View Application, go ahead and hit Next, and then the file name, you can call it whatever you want. We'll call it NSDefaults. Team name is just going to be whatever your iTunes Connect iTunes account is really. Organization name, just call it Slushbox, doesn't really matter. Slushbox. Language is going to be set to Swift, and then devices can be universal, but I mean for the sake of the demo. US core data, we don't need any of that checked off. We'll hit next and then hit create. Alright, the first thing you want to do is go ahead over and go to the main.storyboard. We'll click on it, hit the tick mark, and we'll just change the background to like a red, a better looking color. We'll go ahead and add a couple labels and buttons. Let's see, this first label here is just going to be the simple my name is, or I'm sorry, no, this is going to be the simple what is your, holy cow, I cannot spell right now. What is your name? Go ahead and increase it, make it look pretty. Alright, then we're going to add a text field. Right below it there. And this is going to be the field that we enter in the name, or the user enters their name. We don't really need to call it anything. And then we'll put in a button right below it. Make this button look pretty too. We'll call it save. Change the background to black and the text color to white. There we go. Make this, you know, sort of aligned. There we go. Alright, we got one more label down at the bottom there. And this is going to be the like final name label where we see the user's name pop up. So we'll type in my name is, increase that a little bit, make it bold. Alright, so right now our view controller is all set up, so let's go ahead and click on it and then click on the assistant editor. We'll make our project just a little bit bigger here. There we go. We can go ahead and delete the did receive memory warning, and then this little note they left for us at the top there. We'll make some room. Okay, so the first thing you want to do before we start connecting any buttons is go up to the top and we'll type let defaults equal user defaults, and then we want that to be a standard, so dot standard. Alright, let's go ahead and connect the UI text field. We'll hold down Control and drag, and we'll just call it text field. And then the save button, this is actually going to be an action, so we're going to connect it right below the booted load, and we'll just type in save btn. Oh, we want this to be an action, not a button or a outlet. Let's try that one more time there. There we go, and make sure you change that to action. We'll type in save btn. Connect. Cool. Give us some room there. And then lastly, we want to connect the final name label, which is down at the bottom here. We'll hold Control, drag right below text field, and we'll just call this final name. Except I don't know what that is in the middle there. Okay, there we go. Connect. Alright, so let's go ahead and do some programming. Right below the save button, we'll type in let text equal text field, there it is. dot text exclamation mark. Right below it, we'll type in defaults dot set, and then so right now we are setting whatever we put in this field into the default. So it's simply just going to be text. And then what are we going to save it as? And we'll just type in saved name. We'll call it saved name. All right, pretty simple there. So right now we're going to create a if statement. So if let save name equal defaults, and you don't have to call this save name. You can call it whatever you want, but I mean for the sake of the demo, defaults dot string, and then for key. Hello. There we go. For key, and then this is just going to be saved name. There we go. Okay, I'm not sure why I put value there. You can get rid of the value part. It's not really that important. And then right below it, we're going to put self dot final name dot text exclamation mark equals my name is, and then in it we're going to put whatever the save name was. Alright, so essentially what we're doing here, we connected the text field right here, and then we made it to where whatever we put in this text field, which is the text, is going to be saved in the defaults, and it's going to be saved under save name. And then right below it, if let save name equal defaults dot string save name. So right now we're pulling the save name function that we just created up here, or it's more of like a folder. So right now it's opening the save name folder, and it's like, hey, what's in there? And then the text is in there. So it's going to pull that text and it's going to put it in the final name label down at the bottom here. So I mean, it's pretty simple. It might seem complex if you're kind of new at this, but it gets pretty easy when you do it a lot. So I think that's all it. So we're going to go ahead and we'll run it on an iPhone 7 so the layout's not all funky. If you get an error, that is okay. When I made that mistake earlier, we forgot to disconnect our outlets because I accidentally made the save button an outlet. So all you want to do is just go up to the top here and just disconnect save button and then just relaunch it. Because right now, essentially what it's thinking is it's like, hey, you have an outlet for this, but we don't see an outlet in your code. And it just crashes. So we'll go ahead and let that run again. Cool. So you can just type in whatever name you want. So just type in Alex, or Alex, save, and then down at the bottom here, say my name is Alex. And obviously there's no filter, so you can type in whatever you want, and it will think it's your name. So essentially, I mean, if you guys want to check it out, I have an app out right now called Trump Weather, and it's just a Trump themed weather app. It's really funny, and we use something like this in it where you can type in like a location, like we'll type in Kentucky, and you can hit save, and it'll actually give you the weather in Kentucky, and it'll save that to the user's phone. So when they back out and go back in, they can see the weather in Kentucky, just like a normal weather app where you don't have to type in Kentucky every time. If you guys like this video, go ahead and subscribe and give that a thumbs up. That'd be great, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you.